Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I am Dorios, and today we are going to be doing something kind of special in honor of what has happened in America, in the United States of America recently. And just as a disclaimer right off the bat, this video does not mean I completely support Donald Trump. It doesn't mean I completely hate Donald Trump. So try not to make political comments in the comments below, please. That would be amazing if you guys just could leave that out of this video. I just decided to make it because I felt like it'd be kind of cool to make the new first family. This hasn't happened. A new one, like a completely new one, hasn't happened in 8 years. In case you guys didn't know, I am only 17, and this is the first time I've changed presidents in my entire life. So this is kind of like a pretty special type of deal for me. So the first person we're creating for Donald Trump's family is Baron Trump. If I'm saying that correctly, I don't know for sure, but you know what? Whatever. He is Donald Trump's youngest son, from his newest wife, Melania. I don't know how to say her name. But you know, he is 10 years old is what I found on Google. And so right now I'm just like putting him in all of his different not different uniforms, and all of his different clothing options for like every different type of possible thing that he could go to. He was, in my opinion, the easiest sim to make, and I couldn't really figure out what I wanted him to do. So I made him, I believe, social for this purpose of this video. If you guys think he should be something else, then you guys can go ahead and change it when you download this family. If you decide to download this family, I don't care if you guys download it to kill off the family or to actually play and have fun as a family. Hopefully to have fun as a family, because I think that would be kind of cool. But I gave him the gloomy trait as well because I felt like he kind of looked a little bit gloomy. He didn't always look very happy during the inauguratorial, like all the inauguration stuff. So I decided to give him the gloomy speech. And so the next sim that I will create is one of his daughters. It is Tiffany Trump. She is his next, she's like the next person. I believe she was like 30 or 23 I think is how old she was, because she's not that much older than me, but she's older than me. So this is his next daughter. She was 23 as apparently to my Google searches. And my Google searches, it looked like she had gray eyes, and I tried to make them look as close as possible to how they look in real life. And one thing that I can't get out of my head is the picture of her where her face, and they compare it to Sid the Sloth. I know it's kind of rude. I know it was a kind of like a mean picture that got out on the internet, but that's like the first time I heard about the Trumps at all, was when I saw her and she looked like Sid the Sloth. Is that bad? I think that might be a little bit bad. That's just an interesting story. But yeah, I didn't know about the Trumps until I saw that meme. I think it was like, it would be considered a meme, right? Yeah, totally. And so when you see all these pauses and stuff, I didn't edit them out so that way I could give myself more time to talk. But all these pauses are because I was looking on Google. I had my phone right next to me, Google searching like different things that they looked like they wore, and this was, I don't know about the bottom half, but this looked exactly like a jacket that she wore in one of her pictures for her everyday wear. But it looks like a jacket that she had worn in a couple of her pictures, and I was like, oh, this is like perfect. It kind of looks like a jacket she was wearing. And so now I'm doing her formal wear, and their clothing is so kind of like crazy. It's like nothing like what we have in The Sims, what any of them pretty much wear, except for the guys. The guys wear pretty normal stuff or suits type stuff, which is in The Sims. But for all the girls, they wear like some pretty expensive looking clothes. And in The Sims, I couldn't really always find something that fit. So yeah, now you're gonna just see me messing with the lipstick colors a lot. You'll see me messing with, because I'm bad at makeup. So I tried to make them look like how they looked in the pictures with the specific outfit that I was trying to model the outfits after. With Tiffany Trump, I think I took the longest creating her. Either her or, what's her name? Is it Ivanka? Ivanka Trump? I don't know. And also, the reason why her pajamas is like, I did that for her pajamas was because I figured like, okay, she's probably gonna have like really expensive lingerie and stuff. So that's what I decided to do for it. And now we are doing her party wear. Which again, I was trying to find something that looked like something from one of her pictures. Which I thought this did a little bit, but I don't think I kept that. I was trying to find a crop top that kind of reminded me. I think I ended up putting like in a crop top with pants, with long pants. And yeah, right here I'm just looking. You know, it took me about 10 or 15 minutes to find what I was gonna put for her party wear, which is, when you think about it, kind of weird, but you know, whatever, right? And again, like I said, The Sims, I didn't want to use custom content for this family either, so it made it even more difficult. Because if I'd used custom content, I probably would have planned all this out before I came into Create a Sim to create them. But since I didn't want to use custom content, that did not end up happening, and it took me ages. You guys will see so many pauses in this video, and I'm sorry about that, but yeah, it's kind of just what happened. I think I ended up putting her, this is like what her outfit looked like in pretty much in the picture that I saw, but I didn't want to put her in something like that, because I was like, she's part of the first family. This is the outfit I think I ended up giving her right here, minus the boots. I think I put heels, yeah. I think I might change up the pants, I might not, I don't remember for sure. Because like in the picture I saw, she was wearing like this crop top shirt type of thing. I don't think it had shoulders, but it had like a back, and I was trying to find something that looks similar and stuff, but you know. And also I just realized I forgot to do the makeup, and I also changed her eyes a little bit because her eyes didn't quite look right yet. And yeah, so now I'm giving her the jokester thing because she is I forgot what it said on her profile thing, but it said like what she did, and based on what they did is based on the traits I gave her. So I gave her outgoing, I gave her musical thing because she likes music apparently and stuff. I forgot if she said she went to school for music or something. I don't remember for sure. I also gave her the one where they like money, materialistic. I gave all the girls materialistic and Donald Trump materialistic. I don't think I gave either of the sons or any of the sons materialistic. And also here you see me changing. You saw me changing it. So next is what was his name? The next son, Eric. Yeah, Eric Trump was the next one I did. I was like, I don't remember their names. I don't know their names for sure yet. So yeah, Eric Trump was the next person I did. And to my surprise, like all of them had like grayish colored eyes. And I kind of freaked out that a lot of like all the first 3 siblings that I made, I don't think there are full siblings. I know the youngest one is definitely not a full sibling. He's only half to the next 2. I don't know about the next 2 though. That I like the first 2 I did that were not the kid. You know, confusing. I'm confusing you probably because I'm confusing myself. I'm like, wait, I should just stop talking. But yeah, I was making him, and I was debating because he was, I believe, 30 something, and he was 33. And I was debating, should I make him an adult or a young adult? Because I was like, I don't know if I should make him an adult or a young adult. I couldn't think of which one I should make him. I ended up making him a young adult because he looks too old as an adult, but he looks too young as a young adult, if that makes any sense to you guys at all. So, yeah, see, I think I changed, yeah, right here I changed him to adult. And I was like, no, he looks a little bit too old as an adult right here. So I go back to young adults, and I continue creating him. Also, this is the first Create a Sim I've done, I think, ever. So cut me some slack if I'm talking too much. I don't know if people like hearing talking or if they don't like hearing talking in Create a Sims. I don't really watch them that often either, but I figured this would be kind of a cool one to make. So, yeah. And again, pauses me trying to find him in anything outside of a suit. And most of the pictures I saw of him, he was in a suit, so it was a little bit difficult to create them in that way because I just couldn't find him in anything other than a suit. And so, yeah, I think that's what he ends up looking like right here, minus like the clothes. I'm pretty sure I put that as his everyday though, right there. That's I'm pretty sure I put as his everyday, like a suit, but like a suit jacket, but a less formal suit than what you would see him wearing out to different things. Like this is the one that I decided to put for that. And then for sleepwear, I just gave them, all the guys get t-shirts and like I think sweatpants. I'm pretty sure that I gave all of them. Oh no, I gave all of them robes. That's what I gave all of them for sleepwear. Because when I think of robes, I think of, I don't know, for some reason robes to me means you're rich. I don't know where I got that idea from, but you know. And then for him, I think I gave him the fortune, one of the fortune aspirations, because I'm pretty sure it did say he was a businessman, which made sense. So I gave him the fortune aspiration, and then I gave him the self-assured and ambitious, and I think I gave him the snob. I think I gave the 2 sons that are older the snob trait. And I didn't realize until now that I could do the different walks. So I was giving them different walks and stuff, and I was editing their family relations. And now next up is Ivanka. That's how you say her name, right? Ivanka. So yeah, here I was just looking up a good picture to base her face off of. Yeah, it is Ivanka. I didn't remember if that was her name or not for some reason. But yeah, I was looking for a good sim, or like a good picture to base her face off of. Ivanka was probably like she was the one I think I spent the most time on the face, because I just couldn't get her face right. And also her eye color, it took me a while to find a picture with her actual eye color in it. Like the one I was looking at, her eyes looked green, but they're brown. So yeah, but yeah, Ivanka, I just couldn't get her face to look right, in my opinion. If you guys want to redo her face a little, you guys can go right on ahead, because I don't think it looks right. If you guys can make it look a bit better, that would be pretty great. I think I probably should have picked a different sim to start out with, because usually depending on the sim that I start out with depends on how close I can get to the sim, like the person's face. So yeah, I just think I started out with like a bad sim for her, like for her facial structure. I should have randomized it a second time. But I didn't feel like doing that after I'd already spent so much time on her face. And I was looking for a good hairstyle, but yeah, I'll end up changing that probably like 5 times throughout this part of the Create a Sim, because I was never happy with her hairstyles, because they didn't really have one that looked like a hairstyle that she had, in my opinion. And like right here, you see me trying to figure out a better eyebrow for her. And I ended up just going back because they were all too thick. And they just didn't look right. So now I tried adjusting them, adjusting more things. Now I'm doing the makeup. And I forgot, I think for her every day, her and Melania are both wearing white. So, yeah. And I felt like for her, I couldn't really make her an adult, because girls, they don't get like as much like lines as adults in The Sims. But when you look at her in her pictures, she doesn't have, like, I don't know if it's photoshopped or if that's just how she looks. I wouldn't doubt it if that's how she looks. I'm pretty sure it said that she was a model at one time. So, to me it would make sense. But she doesn't really have, like, any marks on her face that would make her look old. She definitely looks like she would be a younger sim. So I kind of, like, had to do this. And also I was looking for an everyday wear that looked like she'd wear. I was debating on this striped dress, and I was like, it doesn't have a solid color, because I really wanted that striped dress to be all white. And I think I do go with like I said, I do go with an all white dress eventually, because that was the kind of like the style that I was trying to base it off of, because it didn't look too formal, and I couldn't really find too many pictures that were like, yeah. And right here, I had just changed her face up a little bit, her hair, and you can see she has a dress on that's going to stay. And the reason why that happens is because I ended the recording, I went and did some stuff, I think I ate a snack, and I worked on her a little bit, then I was like, oh wait, I was supposed to be recording this. So then I went back and started recording it again, so she looks a tiny bit different, but nothing drastic, like other than the hair and the dress, nothing drastic. And then for formal wear, I eventually give her that dress right there, but but, like, I was going through all the dresses now, because I ended up giving Ivanka the same dress as Melania, and I was like, yeah, that doesn't work, because they shouldn't have the same dress. So, yeah, I had to change her dress eventually. And yeah, so I'm just going back and going through here, you know, typical Create a Sim stuff. Her nose looks a little bit off to me right there, so I changed it. And now I'm doing her makeup for this. And again, like, I don't like how Ivanka came out. I think it looks a little bit like her, but not a lot. If you guys didn't, I don't think anyone knows this about me from this channel yet. Or anyone new, if you're new, and you're still here, well, welcome, and you're amazing because you're still here, and we're past halfway through the video. And I've already been talking for, like, what, 15 minutes, and you guys haven't left, which is pretty amazing, in my opinion. But, yeah, so, I couldn't get her to look right, and in case you guys didn't know, like I was saying before, I got off topic so fast. I am a builder in The Sims. I am not a Create a Sim person. I don't feel like I do people justice if I do Create a Sim. Like, when I made Snow White for my Disney Princess series, I thought she looked okay, but I was getting a lot of help from one of my friends who used to do YouTube, but she just stopped now, and because I feel like she's a little bit better at creating Sims than me. And I kept sending her pictures on Skype, like, hey, do you think this looks good? Hey, do you think this outfit looks okay? Hey. So, I'm sorry if, like, some of these outfits look weird. Again, I gave her the aspiration that gives her the business, because she's a businesswoman. I gave her a genius, materialistic, and ambitious, because I found out last night that her husband's family is actually richer than Donald Trump, which I find as crazy and insane, and I cannot believe that. But yeah, so that's why I gave her that trait. And now, we are on to the next sim, who is Donald Trump Jr., who, in my opinion, kind of looks the least like Donald Trump. Just saying, because he has really dark brown hair. I think Donald Trump probably dyed his hair blonde and stuff, because it kind of looks like that bleach color. But yeah, so I decided to do Donald Trump Jr. as an adult because, well, we just had too many young adults. And he is, I believe, late 30s. I think he was 37 or something like that. I don't remember how old he was. He was a lot older, though, than, like, you know, his 10-year-old brother. So, yeah, I decided to make him an adult, and his hairstyle, I think I gave him the same one as his brother. No, I gave him a slightly different one than his brother. And I actually found a picture of him wearing normal clothes. So I kind of based my everyday wear off of him with his normal clothes on, which I was surprised, because it was really hard for me to find a picture of any of the other ones in normal clothes, minus the first son, Baron. But yeah, so this kind of looks like the clothes he was wearing one time. So I gave him those clothes, and then for his formal wear, I gave him like a nice suit and tie, because that's how all of them dress for formal. I'm pretty sure that's how most people dress for formal wear type stuff. Well, maybe not a full-on suit, but, you know, like a nice dress shirt. And again, I gave him the robe for his sleepwear, and then for party wear, I gave him like this really fancy sweater and stuff, because I feel like he wouldn't go as formal. And then, you know, swimming trunks for swimwear. Makes sense, right? Give him the fortune aspiration too, because most of them are business people in the family. So, and then I gave him ambitious, snob, and think I gave him self-assured, maybe? I gave him outgoing, there we go, because I forgot what else I said. But yeah, and I also had to change the thing to where he has siblings, with all of his siblings. And now we're on to Melania Trump. If I'm saying that right again, I have no idea. I did end up making her an adult. I made her slightly tanner than the rest of them. Like, she's still like a white, but she has slightly of a tanner skin. I don't know if she gets like tans or not, or that's just her natural skin color, but I decided to make her sim with like more of a tan. And for some reason, the nose with her nose, I feel like more than likely has had plastic surgery. Therefore, it was hard for me to get it to look right on her for some reason. And then her eyes as well. They're like really, really narrow. At least in all the pictures. I don't know if she's squinting or if that's just how her eyes are. I think that's just how her eyes are. And it took me a while to get them to look right as well. But I think Melania was one of the easier ones to create as well. Because, you know. And then for everyday wear, I was trying to find, like, in the picture I was trying to go off of, she was wearing this, like, giant red coat that was basically like a dress. But obviously, there's nothing like that in The Sims. So then I gave her this, I think I make it white. A white dress. Because I figured, like, why not? It's slightly different from Ivanka's, and I just checked that. You guys saw it, because I was like, wait, is it the same dress as Ivanka's? But nope, it's slightly different. And also, I was trying to mimic their makeup as well as I possibly could in The Sims. You guys probably have noticed that throughout, but I've never, like, took a basis from their pictures. I was trying to mimic. I can't talk. I'm sorry. I was trying to mimic their makeup as well as I possibly could, and I'm just not good at doing the makeup in The Sims. Never looks right for me. So if you guys want to redo some of the stuff, feel free to redo the clothing if you guys don't have certain expansions. And now you see I put her in that Formworks that looks a lot like her inaugural ball gown. So I do put her in that one, and I change Ivanka out into a different dress. It's like a wedding dress, but it, minus the sparkles, it's pretty much the dress that she wore to the inaugural ball, which is what I was actually trying to base all their formal wear off of, at least for the girls. I was trying to get the inaugural ball dresses, if I could. And you'll see, I changed her hair to go up as well as Ivanka for her formal wear, and now I'm back onto Melania. And the lipstick in The Sims, I feel like I didn't have the right lipstick. Maybe you guys have custom content, you want to remake them, which is fine again. If you guys do actually remake them, or you guys make your own versions of them, send me a screenshot on Twitter. Just send me a screenshot on Twitter. My Twitter is down in the description below. I am iDoriosI on Twitter. Pretty much any social media I have, I am iDoriosI. So, yeah, add me if you want to. Yeah, so now I gave her the materialistic and the ambitious and the self-assured trait, because to be Donald Trump's wife, I feel like she has to be self-assured. And then, so this is the sim that I ended up using for Donald Trump. We are finally there. I made him an elder because Donald Trump is 70. He is our oldest president to be elected. Fun fact, I guess, if you guys didn't know that. But if you watched the inaugural thing last night, you would have known that. But he is the oldest president in history to be elected. I think it's pretty crazy. I didn't realize how old he was. And also, it took me a really long time to get this look right. And he doesn't really look orange in The Sims. You might want to change his skin color, because I did make him just white. Because I figure that orange is just, like, I don't know why he always looks orange. But yeah, and this is the hair I used because it was the closest one to, like, a comb over, in my opinion, was this hair. It gives him a lot more hair than what he should technically have. But again, I didn't want to use custom content, but I'm sure there's a custom content Donald Trump hair. I'm pretty sure I've seen them while looking at custom content for Snow White. So, yeah. And then for his everyday wear, I do put him, I believe, in a fairly fancy, like, almost suit type thing. And I put him, because, you don't really see him outside of a suit. You guys can change it into more, like, normal looking everyday wear if you want to. And then for athletic wear, I just gave him, like, sweats and a long sleeve shirt. For sleepwear, I gave him a red robe, because why not? For party wear, I also put him in, like, a suit. And then, because, they're going to be going to fancy parties. They're not going to be going to no parties where you can, like, wear things like that. And then for summer, I put him in a tank top and some trunks. And I gave him the Mansion Baron aspiration. He got outgoing, materialistic, and self-assured. And I hope you guys have all enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making them. And you'll just see me now going through, like, editing all of their things and everything else. But yeah, if you guys want to get this off the gallery, you can. My gallery name is Trizite, capital T, lowercase R-I-Z-I-T-E. And yeah, so there you go. There you have it. Hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!